So Oronok, you just seen Orik fall. Oronok and Orik.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart has sunk, like I had said.
Mm-hmm.
The beast turns to look at you, and Chet says, "Capture him. Raveling needs him. Do not let him escape." It is your turn.
I pull my dagger and put it to my throat.
When you do, don't. Right, hold up. No, go ahead. I'm curious to see how this goes.
If Ravelin wants me alive, he'll do what I say. I'll go with you, but you will let me come over there and save him.
And he says,
I'll do some kind of.
No, hold up. I'm getting ready to roll death saves. And he says, "He means nothing to us. We can always bring you back." All right. That's one round.
Okay.
You're sitting there threatening.
Right.
Do you mean this? That you'll go. Roll me persuasion.
All right.
Hey.
So 26.
Okay. He's not kind of having it because he knows he's kind of got you.
Yeah.
You feel your cloak kind of shift, like something touches it. And you hear a female voice, and it says, "I will help you."
Do I see who it is?
You don't see anything, but it sounds like it's right behind you. You can feel the breath on your neck.
I'm wondering if what they mean by "I will help you." Kill myself or?
I don't know, but you hear it. And they're whispering. You can barely hear it. But then again, you've heard nothing but whispers since you've been here.
I look back there. What is it?
You go to look, and you don't see anybody.
Okay.
This is this round. Are you going to try to move in to heal him, or what?
And if I would have taken Healing Word, that
You
would be
just
cool.
went, "Wee."
Yeah. What level is Healing Word? Did I take it?
It's a first level spell.
Is it a first level? Then I didn't take it.
Rivalin says, "Go ahead, drop your weapon. Come heal your friend. Someone as powerful as he is will make a ghast. And you seem to got rid of all of mine."
I'll sheath my weapon and I come over.
No, he said drop your weapon.
I'll drop my dagger and I'll walk over and I heal him.
I rolled a 16 and an 18.
Okay. 18. 18.
As you go to heal him, you're walking away and you hear the voice say, "No," as you're walking. And as you go to heal him, this thing takes its hand and pins him to the ground so he can't escape. And he says, Chet tells you, "You will let this spell work. Give in to it." And he reaches out with a hand.
And it's hold person?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what is it?
Silence.
Okay.
To keep you from casting spells.
Okay.
The beast takes him and picks him up, and he is fighting. Roll me an athletics check.
For him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a +4. 16.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
So, and he can't seem to fire this thing. He doesn't have a shield or a sword. You're invisible. Not invisible.
Silenced.
You're silenced. And you hear this little whisper in your head. And it says, "Is letting him live worth it?"
If I can answer back, I say yes.
You say yes. And he says, "Well, silence."
Huh?
You can't answer back.
But that's what I didn't
No,
know.
it's not. It's in your head, so you
Okay.
answer yes. And it says, "Then I will spare him."
Thank you.
And nothing happens. this thing, it comes with one, as you can tell, it has a mask band, it hasn't captured, and it shoves you forward, and it says, come down the stairs.
I go.
They take you down the stairs that you come through, and it's just a very, very long walk. And this thing works. He's begging you not to let this happen. And you can't read his lips, but he is struggling as much as possible, and you can tell he's begging you. And you walk down the steps, and as you go, you see all the bodies from these cultists and these gassed, and the blood fog is still going on. And Chet says, come. And he looks at the beast, he says, stay.
I'll go.
You go with him, and he's marching you forward, and you kind of look over, and he's taking his hand, and he does this, and you see this ruby ring on his finger, and the blood fog starts to part and push back from you.
Okay.
You make it to the bottom, the beast is slowly walking behind him, and he just walks forward and keeps waving. And he goes, and when he touches the ruby, the blood fog dissipates, and he picks us up. He says, a wonderful creation for my daughter. He says, heard you've heard about it. And you can't answer.
Yeah.
He just smiles, at a loss for words. He says, wonderful. And he takes it, and he puts it in his robes. And when you come down from the stairs, there's another set of doors, and he opens them. Says, come, come, come.
I go.
And it sells.
Okay.
And he opens one up, and the beast takes Orik and just chunks him in it.
Okay.
And he slams it shut, and he takes you down further, and he opens it. He's like, I assure you, none of your magic will work here. Come, come, come. And you walk in, and he shuts it. He said, and to think you are going to take my child from here. The boy's mine. Not the Brandy and Monica song.
No, yeah, I know.
He says, the boy's mine. And he says, you should have never came here. You walked right into our trap. He leaves. And the beast. Roll me a perception.
Okay. 20.
You hear him, because he's dropped your silence. You can hear him doing some chants from outside, and you could tell that he is animating dead. And before too long, these cultists that you've killed down here come back, and they're ghouls.
Yeah.
And they start to file in here to guard the cells.
So he's taken all my stuff from me.
Yeah, your sword. I mean, they've taken everything from you.
So basically, I just have some robes on.
Yep, just your robes
Okay.
and your little fancy crown thing that you had.
It's not magical.
But to him, it's like a sign of status.
Yeah.
And he takes it from you. But these ghouls start to fill in. We have 4, so there's 8. And Orik's yelling at you. You should have just left me dead.
No.
You should have escaped. He's angry.
I wouldn't have let your father die. I can't let you die.
And he said, it would have not been worth it to kill him, to destroy that thing. He said, now they're probably going to go to Sandpoint.
I didn't have much more in me. I couldn't have survived very much more. My only tool was my life.
He says, and what of Rodden? What if they go up there and they kill him and no one gets word to the town? This will be for nothing.
You're right. All we did, they were going to do it anyway. If they're going to go to the town, they were doing it anyway.
And
now what we've done is put the town on high alert. Yes, they may go there, but they're already watching.
And you guys are shouting back and forth. This is the distance, like how the cells are when you come in the door, and there's just cells, and like you're down here and he's up here by the door.
So I can barely even see a cell.
Yeah, and your guys are like yelling at each other. So you're trying to tell him, I didn't have much left.
I didn't. I had 20 hit points.
I mean, we were done.
Yeah, and I have 2 spells left. That's it.
He's down there just kicking the cage. Roll me perception.
Okay. Wow, that sucked. 12.
You don't hear him.
Okay.
He's mumbling, and he gets quiet down there at the cell. But you can tell he is very, very angry with you right now. Now you're trapped. They needed you alive.
Yeah.
This room is full of ghouls. You haven't been down here long, and after 12 hours, Rodden's going back to town. What are you trying to do?
Sleep.
Go to sleep?
Yeah.
You got no choice?
I got nothing. I have nothing. I have no magic. I can do a few things of magic if it even works.
Okay.
The best thing I can do is sleep, recharge myself, and attempt something then.
Okay. You go to sleep.
What are these ghouls?
Yes.
Did they talk to me or anything like that, or they're just
guarding.
I'll try to talk to them.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Why would you imprison the thing that... Why would you imprison the energy that would give you life? I am necromancy itself.
The one you're talking to just kind of smiles, and what you would assume is that it's like it's laughing, and the rest of them just kind of do it, and it says, "You are not. Father is."
I honestly have nothing.
You talk about the energy inside. You're just a source of energy, an energy for Father.
I've got nothing.
No more questions?
I mean, they're not going to let me out. I'll start kind of looking around the cell, just messing with shit.
Cell, no beds, no nothing.
Yeah.
Plain brick cell, no windows, bars. That's it.
That's all I've got.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to try to sleep, correct?
Yeah. I take my robe off. I'm naked. I ball it up, put it behind my head.
Try to sleep. Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. +8. 9.
So you're trying to sleep. You're going to sleep for 1 hour.
Okay. I'm naked.
Roll me another wisdom save for Orik.
Okay.
Nope.
God damn, dude. You ready to end the game right now?
Well, your actions have changed some things. So you're just now getting to the point where you hit that comfort level of sleep after an hour.
I'm hitting REM sleep.
But the whispers are too much.
Okay.
And you toss and you turn and it's uncomfortable. And one time you roll over and you open your eyes, and 3 of these ghouls are crouched down, much like the one in Habe's basement, and they watch you. And you think they're whispering, but they're just moving their lips.
Yeah.
And you hear whispers, but you don't hear them.
Okay.
And you might sleep for 30, 40 minutes, and the whispers are too much, and you wake up again.
It's not enough to get a good sleep to where I can recharge.
No, it's not.
Okay.
3 hours later, as you're having these fits where you're just getting small amounts of sleep, you hear Orik screaming. And he's just yelling to stop, stop, stop. Because he's failing too, yes. A whole day passes by. You've slept. You're trying to sleep. You even manage to sleep in. You're trying to get all the sleep you can, and it's enough that you're not comfortable. You don't regain any spells.
Okay.
You don't hear anything from Orik after him screaming that night.
I I keep looking over there, look for movement or anything like that.
With all the ghouls in the way, roll me
Yeah.
perception with disadvantage.
Okay, so 13 and so 12.
You're trying to look, and they can tell you're trying to look for them, and they're doing all they can to block.
Okay.
A day passes by. Another day passes by. Roll me a wisdom disadvantage. I guess it won't matter. You already won.
That's going to be a 1.
The whispers are just too much. For him, they're too much.
Yeah. He has a 1 if you ever want to add anything.
Well, I guess when you roll a 3, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Another day passes. And
am I eating at all or anything?
you're not. You're barely getting scraps. It's
Okay.
just mush.
Okay.
Because if you went up here, there is like a feast hall. There is a kitchen. But the thing is, you practically killed every living being in here but 3 people. So then you see the ghoul with the bow show up.
Okay.
And he kind of squats in front of your cage, and he watches you. And he tells you he's coming for you.
Good.
You say that. You'll be part of him again.
I know what he's talking about because I've done some research. Like, I understand that I'm from... You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not metagaming. Like,
Well, just go ahead and explain yourself.
I understand that he is... That I have came from an experiment from something that was hundreds of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've gained enough information in my life to understand that he probably is something like a lich. Or a vampire or something necrotic keeping him alive. Something maybe even the High Father that I did help kill. Maybe he's going to absorb me.
Okay.
I mean, maybe he's going to absorb me like I did those other ones, other souls. I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
Okay, no, it's just nice to hear a little insight there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just saying I'm not ignorant to what he's talking about.
But he just kind of, he looks exhilarated. Like he's very happy for what's going to come.
Yeah.
You can speak to him if you want.
A couple of days you can use as you're resting, like 1 hour, like when you're not doing anything. You can spin like hit dice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can I just say I'm back up there?
If you it's not a long rest.
Yeah.
You're trying to take them, but how many hit dice do you have?
10. I'm 10th level.
10? Okay.
Yeah. I was at 20 hit points, and you can regain hit dice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How many hit points do you have?
Full?
Yeah.
I have 110.
110. Okay. You're short. You got 20, so you're short. You got 90. You're short 90.
Yeah.
Gain half of that. 45.
Okay. 45. All right. So.
And then you can give him half his hit points.
I'm up to 65.
Because none of you guys are making your will saves.
Okay.
But yeah, you can feel free to ask him any questions you would like.
How long? How long has he been here?
Who?
Your father.
Your father?
Yeah. Because I'm talking to the ghoul. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Says forever.
To him, it's forever.
It is forever. Says you do not understand. Chet's is not the father. He is the father. He's the father of me. He's the father of you. He's the father of them. And he points down the hallway to the rest of the ghouls.
Are you talking about the person that created me? Are you talking about the one that released his clones into the world?
He smiles. You are a fool. And he points to his head, to the symbol.
Oh, yeah. The father of all ghouls and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cabreri. Well,
any other questions for him?
no. So half of his. So I gave him 18. So 48. All right. I guess I'll get to meet him.
And says, no. He kind of giggles. You'll get to feed him. Says the father of rot eventually eats all his children.
I'll tell him death is the only certainty in this entire world. So,
And taxes.
death and taxes.
He says, indeed. But he kind of looks at himself in his hands. He says, but there are ways to walk the earth.
And I tell him that's what I was after.
He says,
That all of my research was pushing me to be here forever.
He says, but you are.
I may be now. I wanted to do it different. I didn't want to be like you.
He kind of looks at himself. Like me. You're far greater than me.
I wanted to be more. I wanted to ascend to eternal life where even the gods couldn't take me away from this world.
He looks at you, but you have. Chetwood's right. You are a fool. You've learned nothing.
I guess I have learned nothing.
He says, in time. If you're not going to ask him anything else, he is going to leave.
Yeah, I've got nothing else.
He'll leave, and then you'll hear Orik attempt to scream, but it's a very weak sound. But it's enough to let you know he's alive.
He's alive, just not. I wonder every time I do that. I bet it's really loud.
Wow, I bet it is too. But I will. Don't listen to this with headphones. Another day passes by, and no one has come to visit but this ghoul. This one ghoul who seems... he's a ghast. It's different from the... Yes. No, well, he's not really a guard.
Okay.
He's not dressed like in any tour. He looks like an adventurer, is what you would think.
Okay.
He's all in leather armor and whatnot. He's got a bow. He's not like any ghoul you've ever encountered.
Okay.
You can see there's a lot of intelligence there, just with the small conversation you had with him. And that's two of these types of undead you've talked to within a couple of days that have showed you a sign of intelligence. Another day passes by, and you got to the point where you don't know what time of day it is.
Oh, if I can't see the
sun, you don't
day,
know,
because I'm not sleeping. I'm barely eating. I've got no perception of what's going on.
And what to make it worse for you is you don't know what's going on topside.
Right.
You know it's been way past 12 hours.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has to be.
Oh, yeah.
But no one knows where you're at.
Right.
All you know is there's probably people on top of Wisher's Well looking in, or Chet's might have went to Sandpoint and did what you talked about doing.
Yeah.
Raising the graveyard. You
Yep.
have no clue. But you hear his voice. And all the ghouls, well, they're all just kind of watching both of you. All their attention focuses, and it all focuses this way. And the ghouls move. You hear Chet say, he's telling them, come. Go to the entrance. Watch the goblins topside. They're making a ruckus. And all these ghouls, they kind of look at each other like they're confused because they've sit here for days. And then they leave. And Chet comes down. You can see him kind of stop, and you see just part of his cloak. You can tell that he's looking at Orik. And he comes around the corner, and you watch him. And
he doesn't do anything while he's at the cell or anything?
He just looks in. And he comes around the corner, and you can look down the side, and you can see him coming in. You can tell he's very, very confident. He knows that he has you.
Yeah, well, he does.
And he tells you, why would you not take my help?
When it comes to him? Is that what he's talking about?
No. When it came to the beast. And you see him kind of look down the hallway, and he looks at you, and he tells you to hush, and you see him kind of shrink down, and the illusion goes away, and it's an elven woman.
Okay.
Roll me an intelligence check.
I'm not the smartest person in the world, so here we go. Yeah. 4?
Okay. How about advantage? I should at least give you that much.
A 6 then.
God damn, Kyle.
Listen, I haven't eaten, I haven't slept.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
With advantage, you can't roll for crap. Makes a lot.
I have rolled
of
shit this entire night.
She tells you, it's a female, she's like, you don't know me.
I feel like I would be going crazy at this point. I would start to go a little crazy.
You're a little off, and she tells you, you should have took my help in the cathedral.
I can't leave him behind. I have to be dead before he is.
She was like, but if he comes here and he is on his way and he takes you, you do not realize that his life, and she points back towards Orik cell, will cost everyone in Varisia theirs.
In Varisia?
And that is a country you live in.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm lawful. It's the way I have to do it.
But now now you know the difference.
Yeah.
And you're lawful. She tells you, I can help you escape. She's like, but I don't think you can survive a fight.
No. I can't. I am a husk. That's what I am right now.
Yeah, you guys are pretty weak. They've been feeding you mush. You're not even sure what it's made of.
Yeah, I tell her everything I've ever been able to do my entire life is I can't do anymore. I don't have magic anymore. Right now I'm empty.
I can see that's probably exactly how you're acting too.
Yeah.
She was like, I was hoping you would free me.
From
this. All of this. Do you not know who I am?
No.
Has he not talked of me?
Who are you? Does this do I recognize her as looking like the vampire?
She tells you, I'm Fauna Moonshimmer. I'm Varlus's wife.
I do know you. I do know of you.
She was like, did he send you?
In a way. I joined him to wipe out these cults.
She was like, you're not doing well.
I got one.
She was like, the smallest.
Yeah.
But Ravelin is coming with you. I can only save one of you.
Man. She's going to take me, that's the thing. If I tell her to take him.
She will only take
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will actually tell her, take him, but she won't. So
no, she tells you, I have to get you out of here.
I have to come back for him then.
She tells you, you are one of 8 keys. I cannot have you here.
I'm 3 of 8 keys.
She's like, and that's what makes it worse.
Yeah. If you're talking about the others that are like me, I've already taken 2 out.
She's like, Ravlin has 1. You will give him 4.
Yeah. Let's go.
She was like, I will do what I can to keep him alive. She's like, but you have to escape here.
If he dies, I'll bring him back, as long as he's not turned undead.
She's like, from here, he will not.
Um,
His soul will be trapped forever. Kubriri will feed on him. His soul will not be found. You have to understand that.
That's the only way it is. That's the only way we can do it.
She's like, you do not understand. If you stay here, he and everything else.
No, that's what I'm
lost.
saying. Like, I understand. Like, the only way that this is moving, the only way that if he's unsavable, that's just the way it is. Then
she was like, so you are fine with this?
No, but it's the way it has to be.
And I'm sorry, but I will do what I can to save him. If you can go to Sandpoint and get everybody possible, come, run this place. She tells you, go to the Whisper Woods.
The Whisper Woods.
Find the entrance.
Okay. Whisper Woods. Okay.
She tells you, make peace with the goblins there.
I've done that before.
It's like, the goblins are slowly turning no different than the ghouls. This place is corrupting the land around it above us, the forest. She's like, you'll need them. She's like, go. She's like, but I'm afraid by the time you get close, he's going to leave. He's going to know. If I have to sacrifice myself and Varlus's daughter, our precious child, so
Okay.
you can escape,
That's how I figured it was.
I will do this. But let them know, let Varlus know that I did this for a bigger reason.
I
You
will.
have to explain this to him.
I will.
You take that child from that orphanage and you get him as far away as you can.
Man, isn't it weird that that's what I wanted to do
I
anyway? That's my plan.
She was like,
I don't know why that's what I wanted to do, but that's what I wanted to do.
because I told him you were coming.
Oh, she's the
Dark Lady.
yeah, she's the Dark Lady. Okay.
She's like, save him. Get him away from this place. She's like, if you manage to hunt down the other High Fathers, all of them seek a child, a special child, to carry their souls when their body withers away.
Yep.
And she kind of looks around. She takes a key and she unlocks it. She turns you invisible. She's like, this will not last long. She was like, go through the pantry. Our numbers are small. You can escape. You have to explain to Varlus what I done. And I know his rage will be great.
Yeah, it will.
But you have to explain to him. He will understand.
I'll do what I can. But I'm going to tell you right now, he has formed an entire army because of you. So when I bring the news that you were still alive and gave yourself for me, it's going to be bad.
She knows this. And that's
And-
why when she
Does he understand that you have a daughter? That he had a daughter?
kind of looks down at the ground.
Oh, fuck.
She tells you when
do-
Ravlin,
Do you want me to inform him of that or keep it quiet?
that's a decision you need to make on your own.
Okay.
She's like, I do not know the extent of what Varlus has done, but I know he did kill Ravlin at one time. That is why you exist.
That's why we all exist.
You're all parts of him.
Yeah. I've gathered just a little bit of information. It's very hidden. Like, it's just so little exists about it. But I've been able to piece a little bit together.
She tells you, I wish I could tell you more. She's like, I wish you would have took my help in the cathedral. You could have saved me. You could have saved my child. She's been brainwashed. She's grown up in this and knows no different.
I recognized her, who she was, and I thought maybe that's who it was, and I tried to stop her.
She said when the assault started, she's like, you don't know how much hope filled my heart that I would finally be away from here. 300 years I have stayed here. 300 years I've wanted to see the sun.
Is there a weapon, a sword, a dagger, something that I could take with me?
She says, I cannot get you nothing.
Because I have nothing.
She can't. It's taken all her magic just to get in here.
Okay. I will head to Sandpoint as soon as possible.
She'll quietly sneak you out, and you're here in the cells downstairs. And when you had busted through, the cells are just on the other side, so she'll take you through the pantry, and she'll illusion herself to be Chet one more time as she walks out the back door to the river, where the ghouls are, so she can find a way, so she can distract them, so you can sneak past them.
All right.